Well, my kiddo is off to her first day of college. Oh, college. Can't believe Tia is in college. Unbelievable. Where did the time go? One day you're bathing them in the kitchen sink and changing diapers, and the next day they got their own car and they're off to college. And everybody tells you when they're infants, everybody's like, oh, it's going to go by so fast. And I was like, this is excruciatingly slow. I was just freaking out because single dad with an infant child, and I had no help early on. A couple friends, Misty and Dana, they were about the only help I had. Family was no help. So, yeah, I was fortunate enough to own my own company, so I could tote her around with me everywhere. Very fortunate. And, wow, my kid's in college today. Mind-boggling. A couple of years ago, I was worried about her graduating high school. She was really struggling in school. I think she was really bored for a couple of years. In the last 2 years, she hunkered it down. A and B honor roll. She graduated on the A or B honor roll. I forget which, but I mean, wow. She really turned it around in her senior year, and then pulled it out and got accepted to, well, she sent out a bunch of applications for college. She got turned down by a few, but she got accepted by a lot. A lot of, I wouldn't say Ivy League, but I mean a lot of big league schools, but they were all in the Northeast. And so for a while there, I was scared to death she was going to end up in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Illinois. I didn't know. She got accepted by a bunch of prestigious schools in those areas, and it scared me. Like, I already don't want you leaving home. But, yeah, moving across the country would have freaked me out. Fortunately, she picked a Texas school, so woohoo, close to home. Anyway, I hadn't balled up on the couch, started balling yet, but man, that's Daddy's girl. She's like that kid's the reason I've lived and breathed for the last 17, 18 years. And she's off to college. Oh my God. It's just shocking that it happened that quick. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Y'all have a good day. Be good to one another. Pay it forward. Don't get bitch slapped on the way to school or work. And, wow, my kid's in college. My kid started college today. I'm just in shock. I'm not believing it. But I took her to school this morning. Every day since she's been in kindergarten, I think there's been 1 year that I was, maybe 2 years, I was out of town. I was working in Oklahoma, building a medical facility, and I did not get to walk her to class on the first day of school. And that was the only time in the now 13 years of school, or actually 14. She went to kindergarten, and I walked her to class her first day. And then I didn't walk her to class today, but I took her to school. Had to do it, tradition. Probably, this will probably be the last time, which is what I said this time last year. Probably be the last time I get to take her to school on the first day. She'll be a big girl, and I think she's transferring to another A&M next year. I'm afraid she's going to be in College Station. She's got to do a certain amount of credits at this A&M, and then she's going to like the main A&M campus, and she's got to move around because she's doing veterinary or animal husbandry or whatever. But she's doing her basics closer to home, and then it's off to the veterinary part, and then it's off to the surgical part. So let's see how this works out. But wow, I'm just freaking out my kids in college. Anyway, pay it forward, be good to one another. For God's sakes, wear those safety glasses.